All right, folks, welcome back. So I'm finally getting to a project that I wanted to start back in May or June. It's now October 4th or 5th. I'm finally getting around to it. There's been some delays for various reasons. But anyway, I'm finally getting around to this. Now, a few months back, I did a video about a flooding issue I have on the property. And I did a temporary repair, put in a little earthen berm and a little bit of a ditch. I'll turn this around in a minute and show you. That didn't take care of the problem. I wasn't sure what the problem was. I finally found it back during the winter time. And so I'll kind of show you what the problem is and what I'm gonna do. I've got to dig a long drainage ditch. So I'll turn this around and I'll show you what I need to do. So here's an existing ditch that a prior owner had dug. There's always been an issue with water coming down the hill here and coming across the lawn. So it was mostly once or twice a year, usually during spring runoff. And so this ditch took care of most of it. And there was a little bit of a problem, but nothing serious. But then the land up there, I chased after that land. It's about 40 acres. I chased after that land for 20 years trying to buy it. Somebody bought it recently and they're going to build a house, well, back quite a ways, but they're putting a road in. And what they did is they put a culvert in right at the top of the hill, right at the property line. So all this water is now dumping onto my property. And that's a whole other topic, whole other issue. But what I'm going to do for now is expand or extend this ditch and make it a little deeper. So what I did last fall is that ditch ended right about there. So I made it a little deeper and then I put this earthen berm in here. But as you can see, it got washed out. So what's happening is the water is coming down and filling up this ditch. Filling up this ditch. The ditch dead ends down there, but it's also pitched the wrong way. So the water has nowhere to run. So it just fills up in here and then overflows here and runs down across my lawn and around my buildings, my barns and shed and house. And I've got basically a moat around the house. And then it floods my cellar and the sump pump runs nonstop. So that brings me to what I'm going to do today. And I've been trying to figure out how to get in here with my tractor and my backhoe. So I thought about coming in this way, cutting out some trees in here, trying to get the tractor in and dig with the backhoe, or come on this side. And I'm thinking this might be the best solution. I'll clear out a lot of these smaller trees and then I can just back straight in and dig down this ditch a little deeper. Trying to do it over here, well, I've got a lot of trees to cut here. Either way, I've got a lot of trees to cut. I'll have a lot of trees to cut here. I've got a lot of stuff to move out of the way, like this dead tree, all these brush piles. And I've got to come in and try to maneuver the tractor so that I'm perpendicular to the ditch and I can dig with the backhoe better. So I don't know, I'm back and forth on this, but I'm thinking I'm going to just come in this way, clear out a lot of this little stuff. I wanted to clean some of this stuff out anyway because it's encroaching on the yard. So I think that's what I'm going to do is just clean this out up to the end of the existing ditch, or at least close to it. And then I've already cleared a path out there, so I have to extend this ditch about 100 feet. And I've already cleared, it's hard to see, but I've already cleared a path out here to bring the tractor in. So, so somewhere around in here, I'm going to stop clearing out these trees and I'll just come in on this side. So it's going to be a chore. I might even get somebody to come in and help me with these trees, because what I'm doing is cutting some down and then setting the saw down, the chainsaw, and then hauling them out over here. I've already started way down the end there. And that's just real time consuming. I'd rather just have one person on the saw and one person hauling the trees out of the way. It'll go a lot quicker. All right, so that's the plan. But plans are only good for about 5 minutes. All right, so let's get to work. Okay, so let's fast forward at least a month, maybe 2 months, since the first part of this video that you just watched. So I started digging the ditch. You can see it here. So, well, the first thing I did is I came through with my chainsaw and pruning shears, whatever you call them, loppers, and cleared out all the brush and trees and stuff through here. So I'm going to get through there, hopefully, with my tractor. I'll explain that in a minute. And then I started digging the ditch here. I came in from that way, cleared everything out there, brought the tractor in. This ditch ended right there. So what I have to do is extend it. So I've got all this done up to there. And then I've got to go on all the way out through there. So I've got a few more hours worth of work just for that. And then I decided to do this part first, because on that part over there, I'm going to have to straddle that ditch if I can do it with the tractor. And I want somebody here to help me, or at least not help me, but at least somebody, I want somebody to be here when I do that, just in case something goes wrong. Like, the tractor slips into the ditch and flips over or something. So I'll do that when I have somebody here to watch over me. All right, so got that done. I'm going to hop on the backhoe and do a little bit more.